Hey guys, happy New Year's and welcome back. In today's video, I figured I'd do a little battle between high-end and drugstore for my top favorites of the year and kind of comparing and seeing, who's the overall winner for the year. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hey, welcome. Hit subscribe down below so you can stay up to date when I upload next. I do all things beauty, and let's dive into the little one-on-one competition. So with each category, I'm going to give you a winner, high-end and more drugstore, more affordable option. And then if there's like a winner in the category, obviously there's going to be some categories where I have two products and they're a little different. So it's like would be really hard to compare and like pick a winner, but I'm going to try my best to duke it out. So starting out with primer, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow Lotion, and then I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Like in this category, these two products are very different. This is like a glowy lotion filter primer, and this is more like a pore filling primer. But the one that I probably use the most this year is gonna go for the Lumi Glow Lotion, just because I've been dealing with a lot of dry skin lately, and this has just really helped give an extra layer of hydration and an extra glow under foundation. So this is going to be the winner for that category. For foundations, drugstore winner of the year is the Maybelline FitMe Matte and Poreless, and then the high-end foundation of the year for me is the Lady Gaga Haus Triclone Skin Tech foundation. I feel like these are actually really similar products. They both give really nice coverage, they smooth everything, but they're so lightweight and just feel like a next layer of skin. They're really light and comfortable on the skin. The drugstore one definitely smooths everything out, and then the Haus one is a little more like on the hydrating side. The winner for this category, this is really hard. Which one do I pick? Which one do I pick? I don't know. They are both winners for me. If you want to give the point to the drugstore just because it's a more affordable product, this is a little expensive, then we'll just give it to Maybelline. So there's another point for the drugstore. But you can't go wrong with either of these. Love them, and they both come in many shade ranges. For concealers, these are two very different types of concealers, so this is going to be really hard, but the drugstore option is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. It's just the most used drugstore concealer I have been using this year. I really love it. It's a clicky pen, super hydrating and brightening because I have really dry and dark circle under eyes, so this was a win for me from the drugstore. And then on the high end, the Huda Beauty, sorry, mine is a mess. I could clean her off. Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. The winner in this category is going to go to Huda Beauty. It's just, if I were to pick over these two, I would definitely pick this. It gives the coverage, it's buildable, it's flawless, and it sets. I love the way it sets down into like this smooth matte finish but it's still really creamy, hydrating, and buildable. Like, it blends out like a dream, but it sets like so nice. I'm actually wearing it today, and I just love this concealer so much. I do like this, but if there was a winner in this category, it goes to Huda Beauty. Point for the high end. Next category is going to be like cream contours, cream bronzers. These two products are like a contour bronzer wand. The drugstore side is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand, and then the high end side is the Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour Wand. The winner in this category is going to go for the Tarte for me. Overall, this has been my #1 contour wand of the year. So since I've been dealing with a lot of dry skin, this is why I love this. It's super creamy, it's super blendable, and it's not dry. It doesn't cling to any of my dry patches because I tend to have dry patches on the side of my face. So I just love the color of this. I love the applicator. It can get a little messy, but you can lock it, and I love this one. It's just so easy to use. The e.l.f. one's really good, but it's definitely a more matte formula, and the shade's like way too dark for me, but I make it work. I should try another one in a lighter shade, but this is a good overall drugstore contour wand if you're on the hunt and want to save some money. But the winner is going to be high end for this category. For cream blushes, this is going to be another category that's so hard for me. So for the drugstore side, it's going to be the Profusion Blush Hour Liquid Blush, and then the high end is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. This is going to be so hard because I feel like this is a dupe for this one, but I'm going to have to go with the Rare Beauty. Just because I feel like this one has longer wear power than the Profusion, but this one's just as good. This one's a little more hydrating, a little more creamy, where this one's more like a soft matte that doesn't emphasize any texture, blends out really nice. It's a little more pigmented and lasts longer than the Profusion, but both are amazing. But I'm gonna have to give the point to Rare Beauty and the high end. But I love these both and I use them both just as much. So the shades that are very similar are Joy in the Rare Beauty and then Mai Tai and Profusion. For highlighters, I don't think I bought any highlighters this year just because it's really hard for me to get through highlighters, and I feel like it hasn't been on my radar to pick up a new one. But the two I'm going to compare, the Wet n Wild Highlight Mega Glow Highlighting Powder and then the Fenty Beauty. So this Wet n Wild one in Blossom Glow is an ice pink, and it is the prettiest ice pink, and on top of a really pretty blush. It is stunning, like so pretty. This is so affordable. And then the one I have, this is like a travel size of the Killawatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter from Fenty Beauty in the shade Sandcastle. It's a more cool toned highlighter. This one's really, really pretty. I actually do want to get a full size of the Fenty ones. It's just the dual ones. It's just, I think they're like $40, and I just haven't come to terms of wanting to spend that much yet on a highlighter, just since I don't use them as much as I did in the past. I'm actually wearing this one today and it's really, really pretty, but I'm gonna have to say the winner for me this year, if I was gonna wear a highlighter, it's gonna be the Drugstore Wet n Wild highlighter, just because I love this icy pink. The formula is so nice and it's so affordable. Moving on to some setting powders. We got the e.l.f. HD powder and soft luminant, and then the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. These are both amazing. And it's kind of hard to compare because I feel like they're different powders. The e.l.f. one is a lighter powder. It has a little bit of luminosity in it, and that's why I love it. It's really helped my dry skin because it just smooths out all my texture, but it's not over drying, it's not over powdery, and it gives just like a soft, subtle glow. And that's why I love this, and it's super affordable as well. And then the Huda Beauty one, which is like a new find for me. I have just recently been loving this. At first, I wasn't really blown out of the park by it, but the more and more I used it, the more and more I fell in love with it. It is definitely a heavier powder than the e.l.f. one, but it is so smoothing and sets everything, and I love the smell of it, and I just love the finish of it, and my makeup lasts, nothing budges, and it's just a really nice, good setting powder for very textured skin. This is just really hard to compare them because they're both very different. But it's just, these are really hard to compare. I'm gonna have to go with the e.l.f. one. I have to say another thing about the Huda Beauty one. I just hate this stupid net thing because it makes it so hard to get powder out and it makes a mess. But I do love the scent. The scent is amazing. But I'm gonna have to give it to e.l.f. because it's affordable, and I pretty much almost finished this powder this year because it's so good and it's the one that's just worked the best for my skin. So point for the drugstore. Sorry about the fireworks right now. It's literally New Year's Eve and there's fireworks, and it is 5:45 in the afternoon. For powder bronzers, we got the NARS bronzer, and the e.l.f. primer infused bronzer. So this is in the shade Casino. I don't think they make that shade anymore, but they changed all the names back to Laguna, like Laguna 1 through 5. And I do have the Laguna in a mini size. Through the summer, these were my bronzers. They are just so beautiful. They have a soft like luminosity to them without being like over glowy or sparkly or anything. I don't think they have any shimmer in them, but somehow they don't look flat on your face. Like, it's amazing. It just doesn't look flat and dull. It's just a nice bronzy glow without any shimmer or sparkle, and I just really loved and was obsessed with them over the summer. Also, the one from the drugstore, the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. This is just like the perfect shade for me. It's a perfect neutral tone. It's not too warm. It's not too bronzy, not too orangey. It's just blends out like a dream. It lasts, and it's just such a nice undertone. This again is another hard category to really compare, but I'm just gonna go with e.l.f. because it's more affordable, and if I need a good bronzer just to throw in my bag or just something I quickly know is gonna work, it's gonna be the e.l.f. one. So point for drugstore. Next for blush, so I honestly haven't been using any like drugstore powder blushes. I have just been using my higher end palettes in my collection. So the two we have are the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso, and then the Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio little palette. The winner for me is going to be hands down the Alamar little palette. I love all three of these blushes. The formulas are so nice. They're so pigmented. They blend out really nice. They're so pigmented. They're beautiful. And I love this palette because you have shades for all year round, and I love these. The Milani one's really good. Like, this is one of those old school shades that's been around for so long. That's been around for so long. It's so pretty. It gives you a nice glow without like emphasizing texture or looking too shimmery on your cheeks. But if there was a winner, it's going to be high end for this category. Okay, next I'm going to be moving on to eyeliners. So for like a felt tipped eyeliner, if you like the marker style, we got the Tattoo Liner by KBD in Trooper Black. This is the old packaging when it used to be Kat Von D. And then we got the NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. These are both felt tip liners. They're waterproof, both super black and really nice formulas. Haven't really been doing like a winged out eyeliner look this year, but I feel like the one that I would pick to do like eyeliner, the one I used the most, was definitely the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's super affordable and they're both really similar, but I don't know why. I just tend to always pick this one over the Kat Von D one or the KBD one. So drugstore is the winner for this category. And then the next category is like a regular gel eye pencil kind. You can, you know, buff out or make a wing, like whatever you want to do. I don't even have a drugstore one just because I don't tend to buy a lot of eye pencils, and I just love this one. This is from Urban Decay, the 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. These are my favorite. They're super creamy. They have all different colors. They last a long time and you can smudge them out however you like, but they also have amazing pigment and wear power. They're just so good, and I love them. Moving on to mascara. I have the e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara, and then I had the YSL Lash Clash Mascara in brown. So the winner is definitely going to be the YSL. This is my #1 favorite mascara of the year, and you know what? I just recently bought this over the fall, and I am obsessed with it. I have been loving brown mascaras this year, and I got this one in the brown. It just gives you the volume. It's a really nice brown color, and it separates and lengthens, and I just love the look of this brown mascara. I'm obsessed with it, and I love it so much. I know it's bougie, but it's good. But the e.l.f. is a really good mascara as well. It's definitely like one of those ones that has good separation. It curls, it lengthens. It's really nice, but the winner in this category for me is definitely the YSL. Lip products. We got quite a few categories coming up, so let's start out with lip oils. So we have the Dior Lip Addict Lip Glow Oil, and then we have the the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip. So the Dior one I have in the shade Cherry, and then the NYX one I have it in the clear, and then I also have it in Miss Call, which I think these are supposed to be really similar. So they both have like really cute fat wands, which I absolutely love. But there is a clear winner. I love this. I'm obsessed with it. It's so freaking good. It's minty, it's hydrating, it gives the prettiest pink glow to your lips, and I just freaking love it. The NYX ones are really good as well, but they don't really have that minty plumping effect. They're nice, but I just would have to say that Dior one is just my favorite lip oil that I've tried this year, and I'm still obsessed with it. It's so good. For liquid lipsticks, I think these are supposed to be pretty similar products. We have the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink, and then we have the Urban Decay, what are these actually called? Liquid Lip Color. So they're those kinds of liquid lips that go on, but they don't ever dry down, but they stay, and they're so comfortable, and they're still like really hydrating. They're very similar products, but I'm gonna have to say the Maybelline is the winner just because it's drugstore, it's more affordable, and I just like the formula a little bit more. I feel like this one dries down, it's a little more tacky, where this one's just a little more comfortable and doesn't get as, I don't know, tacky, but it's not tacky. I don't know how to explain it, and I have it in multiple shades. This one's nice, but if you can get 3 of these for the one price of this, so the drugstore is the winner for that category. For lip liners, this is really tough. I am a diehard for the NYX lip liners because they're super affordable. They have tons of shades, different types as well, but then I got the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat this year, and she's my new favorite. The winner for this category is gonna go to the high-end Charlotte Tilbury. I just think this glides on so nice, and I just feel like it lasts so long. This just like lasts longer than the NYX one. So if you're looking for a really good drugstore option, check out the NYX lip liners, but she my new fave. So point for high end. For lipsticks, I honestly don't wear just a regular bullet lipstick, but I have a Rare Beauty lipstick, and then I have the e.l.f. Satin O lipsticks. The e.l.f. one's really, really nice. It's really nice packaging, and the cap magnetizes, which is pretty bougie for e.l.f. The Rare Beauty has really cool packaging. It like clicks out and really, really nice. I'm just going to go with the e.l.f. for the winner. I just, no doubt, I love the shade, and I just really like the formula because it's like a lipstick that's kind of creamy. It's satin, so it's like creamy, comfortable, but it still has a nice matte looking finish. So this category, the winner is drugstore, just because it's more affordable and I like the formula better than the Rare Beauty. For lip glosses, we have the NYX Butter Glosses and then the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This one's in Sweet Mouth, and then I love the NYX Butter Glosses. They're just like a more opaque gloss. They have like color and pigment to them. So they are just so nice. They're creamy. They're not sticky and gooey. I just love the NYX one, and the Fenty Beauty one's really nice, but the winner for the year is definitely going to be the NYX Butter Glosses. I bought a few shades this year, and I've just really been enjoying them. I actually have this one on right now, and they're just so comfortable. Okay, next is going to be eyeshadow palettes. I honestly haven't been doing a lot of eyeshadows lately. If anything, I will use my ColourPop single pot shadows and just, you know, rub it on my eye with my finger. But the 2 palettes of the year, the drugstore more affordable side is the ColourPop That's Taupe. It's just the perfect cool tone palette. I love the shades in this, and it's just such a nice neutral cool tone palette, and the glitters are so pretty, and the formula is really good. For IN, we have the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. This palette is so good. The colors are definitely different than the ColourPop palette, but like I feel like I can do multiple looks in this palette, and it has like 2 or 3 duochrome shades in there, which are really fun to play around with, and I just love the formula of her eyeshadows. They're so creamy, so blendable, and really good pigments. This is really hard to compare as well, just because there are definitely 2 different types of palettes. You know, this is a cool tone, and this has like multiple looks in it. If I were to pick a palette for like the formulas, it would definitely be the Natasha Denona palette. But if I were to pick a palette that I used the most this year, it would be the ColourPop one, just because of the cool tones. And I just really been loving it, and topped with the ColourPop Glitter Shock Shadow in Ritz, it's just been my go-to look for the year. So I'm gonna give each a point because they're both good, and I really can't pick a winner. So I use this one the most, but the formula and the pigments, this is the winner for that. They're both gonna get a point for this category. And then the last category is gonna be some setting sprays. We have the Urban Decay All Nighter, and then the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This is another category where these are very different. This is a hydrating setting mist with hyaluronic acid in it, and then this is like a long-lasting setting spray, waterproof your face kind of mist. This one, if I want more hydration, I go with this one. If I want my makeup to last all day and not budge, I'm gonna go with this one. But I'm gonna say the winner is gonna be the Urban Decay All Nighter. You know, I just trust in this one when I need my makeup to last, and usually that is like the purpose of why I set my face, is to make it last. They're both really good, but the Urban Decay one is the winner. Alright guys, so that was all the categories and comparing to see who the winner is, and the winner is...
Actually a tie. Sorry guys, I did not realize that I didn't add up and see who the winner was before I stopped filming.
So yeah, that is all my favorites from the drugstore and high end of the year, kind of comparing them and which ones I prefer prefer and why. But I am excited for a new year with you guys, excited to get out there and try some new products, see what this year has entailed for us. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite products are of the year. I would love to hear from you guys, and don't forget, if you're new here, hit subscribe so you can stay up to date when I upload next. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for sticking around with me, and Happy New Year. I'll see you next time. Bye!